I woke up after they left. I don't believe in breakfast, and I'm actually, I don't eat breakfast. I mean, I do if I'm being polite with people, but I never eat breakfast, and I also very rarely eat lunch. I usually just eat one large meal at the end of the day. That's just how I am. In fact, like, once you start doing that, it's very hard. You realize how it affects your testosterone levels. I need to do videos on this, like the hormonal red pill, like how much of your life is just hormones. And if you're like low energy, I mean, it's because you're staying up late at night and you don't have a circadian rhythm, and therefore your hormones are all screwed up. Or you're eating large breakfasts, which is like, that's like, if you want to turn someone into like a goy cattle, you feed them big breakfasts, because that like immediately lowers your testosterone levels, and you just become like totally apathetic and just want to fall asleep. But you know, I mean, same thing with cooming, honestly. That's why cooming is such a huge problem. See, I wanted to do a video on this, but I feel like people would think I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. Like, there's a sense in which the modern world one of the ways that it has created modern people, like men who aren't really men, is because it can control people's hormones, right? You have a low T level because you stay up all night and you watch TV, and then you coom to porn like 5 times a day or something if you're, you know, a coom. Or even 1 time a day is like, even one time in your life is too much. But, you know, it's one of those things where when you step back and look at it, it's like, oh, these people are being like conditioned like animals with hormone control to keep their T levels low, to keep them apathetic, to keep them like passive and like consuming rather than like questioning the things they're doing. There's a sense in which there is a hormonal war going on, and I don't think people realize it. Very deep esoteric level here, but it's true. You'll laugh at it, but you're wrong. Raw garlic, yeah, eat raw garlic. They say that they increase, that garlic and onion increase your testosterone levels, but honestly, dieting when it comes to lowering or raising your testosterone levels, honestly, most of it is just, you're just eating junk food. Just stop eating junk food. Stop eating sugar, like totally cut sugar out of your diet, and that'll be most of it. And a lot of people ask me after that, oh, what red-pilled foods should you eat? And I'm sort of like, you can eat anything as long as it's not like processed food or sugar. Like that's really my opinion on it. Or, well, like anything that vegans eat is bad. That's a good heuristic, in the sense that like eating beans are not good for you. Anyone who tells you that, they're not good for you. Or anything like overly fibrous, anything with a lot of sugar. Basically, the entire vegan diet is, I mean, independent of animal products or not animal products. Like, vegans just eat terrible things. Like, if you are actually a vegan, which you definitely shouldn't be, because that's the best way to like lower your testosterone level and like slowly kill yourself. But if you were a vegan, it would be better to eat rice and potatoes and stuff like that, rather than freaking beans and this crap they eat. Beans and lentils and like all these, you know, things they eat for protein that are like indigestible fiber. Oh yeah, and avoid plant oil unless it's Lindy. I mean, that's another thing. Like, I cook in lard, I cook in butter, and if I need some kind of plant oil, I'll use olive oil because it's Lindy. Okay, like, what people don't understand about vegetable oils is they were not even, I mean, it's sort of like, you ever heard of Listerine? I don't know if people outside of America have Listerine. It's this stuff that people like, it's this like thing that kills bacteria in your mouth, and people do it for like bad breath. It really just makes your breath even worse because bacteria just replicates even more. But Listerine was originally developed for something to clean the floors with, and eventually someone put it in their mouth and they're like, oh, it'll kill bacteria in your mouth and it'll kill you if you swallow it. But anyway, same thing happened with vegetable oils. It was like all these companies have this industrial byproduct, vegetable oil. You know, they'll process foods, and they're like, we have all this trash, we're just throwing it away. And, you know, during the 40s and 50s, they're like, let's try and sell this to people. We'll say, oh, butter is bad, lard is bad. And they tried to sell vegetable oil and vegetable shortening and all this trash to people. It's literally an industrial byproduct. And now you look at it, and it perfectly corresponds, like your consumption of vegetable oil perfectly tracks with your chance of getting heart disease and crap like that. Meanwhile, these people are trying to pass off heart disease as being, like, I want people to remember, back when people cooked everything in butter and lard, no such thing. They're like, the word heart disease did not exist. Like, the first heart attack in America is sometime in the, like, maybe late 1800s. It might be the early 1900s, okay? Everyone was eating butter and lard and everything. But vegetable oils and stuff like that, yeah, that's where it all actually comes from. So if you just cut that out of your diet, that's a big thing too. You have a study to support your claim that beans are bad, unironically? I mean, I'm not going to freaking pull up a source right now. I mean, think about it, though. Like, these are... They are fibrous... I mean, fiber, by definition, is stuff you can't digest, firstly. And most of what anything fibrous does is it cleans your system out. Now, if you have a trashy... processed food diet, and you eat a bunch of this plastic crap that people basically can't digest, you might actually need fiber, because fiber gets this stuff out of your body. But for someone who has a healthy diet and is eating fiber, fiber is just flushing undigested food that you're still getting nutrients out of your body. You know, so that's why a lot of people call it, like, beans are basically anti-nutrients. Okay, well, they actually have some stuff in them that is, you know, bad for you on top of that. But just in general, like, the idea of, like, mass consuming fiber is, like, incredibly bad, because it's only for stomach relief for people who eat freaking Cheetos and Doritos all day. Okay, if you have a healthy diet, beans are just, like, they're not a part of your healthy diet. I mean, I'm not saying, like, you can't eat them. I'm not gonna do the spharage thing where, like, oh, anti-nutrients, and, like, just autistically screech about it. But I agree with them that they're not healthy foods, but, like, it's not that I avoid them all the time, but the idea that they're healthy is just, like, nonsensical. Luke, what about cold showers? Yeah, same thing with testosterone levels. Don't take warm showers, well, definitely don't take hot showers. Don't take warm showers, but if you do, make sure it's not touching your wiener. Dude, if you hot water on your testicles will literally... I mean, if you go into a hot tub, you are sterile. I don't think people realize this. I mean, that's why, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's not appropriate for a YouTube stream, but that's why it goes up and down, for temperature reasons. It can't, you know, your semen immediately dies or sperm, I should say, immediately dies on contact with hot water or, like, any warmth. You know, that's why you have, you know, a retracting genitals. That's the whole point. So... yeah, don't take hot showers. You're gonna lose not just your fertility, but you're gonna lose your freaking testosterone level, frankly. And yeah, take a cold shower. The first time you do it will be like super cold. Take it super cold, like all the way cold. The first time it'll be like extreme pain, but then you'll learn to love it, and you'll be like, you'll get in the shower and you'll be like, oh, oh. Like, that's how a cold shower is.